Hey guys. I became a little bored of just doing visual tutorials of how to make each individual shape and wanted to focus on progressing on certification. So this will serve as an update of my certification progress in Shapez 2. When you start the game, you check off that you will not build spaghetti factories. Well, this has kind of accidentally grown into a spaghetti factory. I think I have learned how to be slightly more efficient, but I think I still have a long way to go. The line that separates the 4 quarters of the square shape was one of the first lines that I built. These lines are producing 2 different shapes, and unfortunately they are not very efficient. You can see that the line that produces the base of my current milestone shape splits in 2. One half of the shapes go up to another set of painters that repaint the entire block green for the left half of the 3rd pinned task. I think this is probably inefficient because 1/4 of the square is being painted twice, but green paint supply has not been an issue for me so far. 4 separate lines are rotated, cut and painted to feed the stackers for the top of the milestone shape. Painting is initially kind of tricky to set up because it takes up a lot of space, but I have experimented with different layouts. I'm just realizing the ideal ratio is 4 painters per full belt, so I should have 4 times as many painters for maximum efficiency. You can click on any building to see its efficiency. The less efficient, the longer it takes to calculate. The belt feeding my final stacker for the milestone shape is 13% efficient. That is disappointing. My approach for the first pinned task shape was a little different, since I already had a line producing half the shape. Basically, I set it up to split the belt in half. Half is fed into the base of the stacker. The other half goes into 2 rotators, which are then fed into the top of the stacker. I'm trying to maintain ideal ratios, but I think I need more painting here too. The belt feeding my first pinned task shape is about 3 times as efficient as the belt feeding my milestone shape. It's going to take a while to hit that 14,000 milestone goal, I guess. The great weakness of the spaghetti factory is that I am frequently adjusting things for space or efficiency, and I failed to realize before I started recording that my lines for the second pinned shape were broken. In trying to fix it, I forgot that I had a separate painting area in this case for painting the other half of the shape that needs painted. It makes the process crazy from an organization standpoint and real challenge to fix in this case. But having separate painting processes for each piece is good for efficiency. The fourth pinned shape is my most recently built line and has separate lines to produce the 4 quarters through rotation and cutting, and then assemble the 4 parts with stackers. I ran out of room, so it only has 3 paint buildings at the end. Running out of room for painting was so frustrating. Even so, you can see that the line for my 4th pinned shape is more efficient than some of my other lines. The difficulty in this game ramps up quite a bit, but I have enjoyed the challenge so far. The only real punishment seems to be waiting for my inefficient lines to meet the goals. The spaghetti factory needs many adjustments, so I'm usually busy with something,